Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I do have the May Your Nail Lab box. If this is your first time hearing about this, this is a monthly nail box by Makartt, and you do get full-size products every single month. They did change this up a little bit. They only have one size now, which is the Luxe box, which you can purchase for $35 every month and get all of these products for only $35, which is an absolutely amazing deal, because if you were to add all of these to your cart on Makartt, it would definitely go over that $35 like by a lot. Also, some of these products in here are not available on the Makartt website, which I also think is super cool. So I am going to be unboxing everything. We do get this beautiful hollow silver glitter top coat. It is extremely beautiful. I love the different pieces of glitter. We have chunkier, fine glitter, and then like also like line glitter. I don't know how to explain that really, but this was super beautiful and I will be swatching it. This is also a good size. It is a 10 ml, so you do get a lot of product. The next thing we get is a blue color changing gel polish. This name is Frosty, so definitely like a winter gel polish, but it is still very pretty and I love it a lot. This is an 8 ml bottle and it is also color changing. You can see on the front label it goes from that darker blue to like the lighter blue to like white. So it will change to like a white light blue with heat, and I will also be showing that. The next thing we have here are some clear iridescent rhinestones. These are flat back and I think these are very beautiful, but it all depends on what nail color you put them on for them to look beautiful and for them not to look clear. I did want to use these today, but you will see later in the video I tried to use them and they just did not look with the color that I was using. It was just looking like a clear basic rhinestone and it just wasn't cute. The next thing we have is a little pot of like, I forget what these are called. They're technically little rhinestones, but they're like little bead rhinestones. They are super beautiful. I personally don't like working with these. I just feel like they're hard to get on the nail and it's hard to cover the whole nail surface with these, and I just don't think it looks good. I think they're called pixie crystals. They are very beautiful, but let me know if you have other ways that you can use these instead of just using them like on top as the regular like pixie crystal look. I just don't care for that look too much, so yeah, but they are very beautiful. The next thing here is a rhinestone tray palette. We also get a little brush, or not a little brush, a little wax pencil and a little card. I thought the saying on this was really cute. You can go ahead and pause to read if you wanted to read that. One thing I feel about these Your Nail Lab boxes is we are always getting some sort of rhinestone, and don't get me wrong, I love rhinestones and I feel like you can do so much with rhinestones, but honestly I feel like every month if we're getting rhinestones, I feel like we're gonna have a huge collection of rhinestones, and when we see rhinestones in the box, it's not going to excite us as much as other items would. Especially here, like I got those iridescent rhinestones and then I got those colorful rhinestones, and then I also got this which had some rhinestones in it and just some other decorations, but honestly this little one here was pretty cool. There was like seashell charms, like that is so cute. I love the beach. It is so much fun. I love finding seashells and I think it was so cool, especially like those little blue starfish. Like they were so realistic. Like I love this stuff so much. I think it's so cute. I don't know if these actually were real or not, but I really loved this little like ocean beachy theme little decoration tray. I really like that. And lastly, we also get 2 different polygels. I am going to be swatching both of these polygels. This one here, I am not sure the name of it, but it is a unreleased disco reflective polygel. So that one is so awesome. And then we also have a very nice like pinkish nude color, and this one is Bloom, and this one is also very beautiful. So that is everything that is included in this month's Your Nail Lab box by Makartt. I will have it linked in the description box below, but you can purchase and get all of these products for only $35. So now let's go ahead and swatch. I'm going to start with the glitter top coat. I'm just using a clear swatch stick. I mean, you could use this color over top polygel, over top acrylic, over top gel polish, or you could just use it as like your gel polish color. Totally up to you, but just look at how beautiful that is. I love it so much, and you can definitely build up with that glitter with applying multiple coats. The next one here is the Frosty color, and it is a very nice blue shimmery shade. I only did one coat, but again, you can definitely build up the color. And this one is also that color changing. So with the heat, if you're like washing your hands, taking a shower, and using like hot or warm water, it will change to a lighter blue, a white color. And then also if it's under the UV LED nail lamp, it will also change. Now let's go ahead and swatch these polygels. These polygels are 30 ml tubes, so you do get a lot of product. It's not the small little 15 ml tubes, which is amazing. And like I said, you get full-size products in these boxes. This color here is a very nice pink color. I really like this one, and it is called Bloom. I just think that is a very nice pink. It's like a good nail bed color, or also just a pink. And then this one here, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, and I don't want to totally like botch pronouncing the name. But anyways, this one is a newly unreleased polygel on Makartt, and it is a disco polygel. Like, you guys have seen those reflective gel polishes from Makartt, but they are coming out with reflective disco polygels. I am so excited, and I had to use that color today. I was pretty amazed. Here you can kind of see the color change a little bit. You can see on like the outer edge, it's going back to that darker blue color. It was kind of hard for me to keep it that lighter blue, but I wanted to quickly show. Here is that beautiful hollow glitter top coat. Here again, like just look at that outside. It's going back to that regular color. And then here we have the polygels, and this is with flash. I had on my like ring lights and stuff like that, so it was hard to see, but I mean, you can still see how beautiful that is. Just wait for the end clip and you'll see a better clip of that. But here is everything included in this month's box. I really do like this month's box. I feel like we get a lot of goodies, especially with those two polygels, a glitter top coat, a gel polish, and a bunch of decorations. So Makartt also sent over their new square XXL nail tip. So I was so excited for this. Sally reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try these, and I was like, yes, totally, I want to try those. I have been requesting square nail tips to Makartt for the longest time now, and I am so excited that they finally came out with some squares and that they're long. Like, I was so excited to hear this. So these ones here are the full cover, and you do get sizes from 0 to 11. I wanted to do a little bit of a quick little show here to show the size range. Normally, I am a size 3 for my thumb, but actually this was too big for me. As you can see, it doesn't fit nicely from sidewall to sidewall, and it does have that overhang, so I did size down to 4, and it did fit me. I will be showing the largest size, the 0, and also the smallest size as well, but the 4 did fit my thumb perfectly, and it fit me from sidewall to sidewall. So I really like the length of these. They are very long. They are definitely an XXL nail tip. And like I said, I wanted to show the largest size and also the smallest. So I pulled out the 0 here and I was pretty amazed with how large this nail tip is. I feel like I have smaller to medium sized nail beds, and just look at this size 0. Like if you have large nail beds and need nail tips that fit your thumbnail, like I'm sure you can find a size in these. Like I said, I'm probably a small to a medium, and mine is a size 4 in these. And then for my pinky, the size 11 actually fit perfectly from sidewall to sidewall. So I feel like these nail tips do have a good size range, starting out with the 0 and ending with the 11. I'm not sure if they would fit everybody, but definitely I feel like they do have a good size range. These ones here are their half cover nail tips, and from their pictures, I thought that these were going to be no C curve. These were sent to me as PR. I did not buy them myself, but I feel like from their pictures and seeing them, I felt like these were going to be no C curve, and I was excited because I personally do not really like C curve nail tips. I like a straighter nail tip, even if it's a square. I don't like to have that C curve. So if I would have bought these for myself and saw how C-curve they were, I would have been a little bit upset. So just make sure if you want these nail tips, you know that the half cover ones do have that C-curve. The full cover ones do not have a C-curve like this, but the half cover ones definitely do, and it is a very strong C-curve. So for the half cover ones, I do stick with my usual size 3 for my thumb, and that does fit me from sidewall to sidewall. And these are honestly really nice quality nail tips. Don't get me wrong, I really like them. I just personally do not like that C curve on myself, and I really wouldn't use them on myself. But overall, they are really good quality. Again, you get sizes 0 to 11, and the size 11 did also fit my pinky perfectly from sidewall to sidewall, so that was really nice. And then I also will be showing the size 0 just so you guys can kind of get like a estimate. If you have larger nail beds, you can see how large the largest size is. And honestly, again, these were super big. I was so surprised. Like, look at that overhang. Like, I have overhang on both sides. Yes, these were very large nail tips. And again, don't forget, these half cover ones are C curve. So if you don't like the C curve nail tips, I wouldn't recommend these to you, but I will have these both linked in the description box. I did size out the full cover nail tips. I was going to be using the half cover and building the nail, but just because I didn't like that C curve, I decided I would just stick with the Lazy Girl / Femi Beauty method, and I'm going to be using both of these colors. So I'm going to just start here. Like I said, I wanted to do the building the nail, but I mean, I just was not loving those half cover nail tips, so I did just stick with the full cover. That way I knew I would like the nail set and how it was going to turn out. I'm starting here and doing some ombres. I did decide on 2 of the nails I wanted to do an ombre with the like glitter disco polygel and also the pink bloom polygel. So I'm starting here at the tip. I applied some of that polygel, and then I'm using my Makartt polygel brush and some slip solution. For my slip solution, I like using 91% isopropyl alcohol, but I do know some people like using slip in a bottle, base coat as their slip solution, or just the slip solution that comes in the polygel kits. But my personal favorite to use is the 91% isopropyl alcohol. I am then just taking my brush and dipping it in that slip solution to then allow me to mold the polygel without the polygel sticking to my brush. I do most of it on that little nail stand, which is also from Makartt and will be linked down below. And then once I have it most of the way finished, I then take it off the nail stand and finish the ombre holding the nail. That way I can flip the nail over and see what it's actually going to look like on the top side. This is very, very important to do because when you are doing the Femi Beauty method, you will be looking at the underside of the nail, but you want to make sure that if you're doing something like an ombre or a marble or something like that, you want to make sure you flip the nail over and look at the top side, because this side is what you're actually going to see when you put it on your nail. After I liked that ombre, I did just go ahead and put that back on the nail stand, and I made sure to cure for 60 seconds in my nail lamp. I personally like to cure my ombre when I do it this way because it won't affect me applying it to my natural nail, because the color I'm putting at the cuticle area will be the part touching my natural nail, and then I can cure that part to my cuticle and my natural nail. But I like to cure that way when I go in with that second color, the colors don't blend, but they just, like ombre, they have that fade instead of them mixing together. So that is one reason why I like to cure. And I will just make sure I like my ombre and then pop it into the lamp and do a cure for 60 seconds. And that is so easy. Like, I could not believe how easy ombres were using Polygel and the Femi Beauty method. It is super easy to do. You would just choose your tip color. You will use that color and create an ombre to your liking. Again, Polygel does not cure on its own. You have to put it into the UV LED nail lamp for it to cure. So you have all of the time in the world to work on your ombre and to get it to how you want it to look and how you like it. You can also compare the two. You can just take as much time as you need and create that perfect ombre that you love. And then once you do like it, I definitely recommend curing. That way you don't mess it up when you apply your second color. And it's just super easy. So I did decide to do 2 ombres with this nail set. And then the rest of the nails, I just decided that I wanted to do this beautiful disco blue glitter polygel. I was loving this color. When I first saw that this was going to be included in these boxes, I was like, oh my goodness, I am super excited for this. I love reflective things, like if it's acrylic, polygel, gel polish, dip powder, whatever it is, I love it. I just love the effect of turning on your flash and seeing like that cool, like extreme glitter look. I love that so much. I'm wondering if Makartt is going to come out with a acrylic, disco acrylic. Like, that would be awesome. But anyways, now I'm just doing the rest of the 3 nails, full polygel nails using that disco blue color. And this is also very easy to do. I just sized out my full cover nail tips to fit my nail bed from sidewall to sidewall without needing to press the nail tip down to make it fit. You want to make sure you choose a nail tip that you're going to have enough space to put product on the inside of the nail tip. That is very, very important when you're doing this. If you can't find the perfect size, it is always best to size up a little bit instead of sizing down. Another tip I have is to file around the cuticle area to make the nails match your cuticle perfectly. That way, in the end, when you apply these nails, they will look a lot better and just fit your cuticle a lot nicer. Another thing I just want to say here is I am not curing these nails yet because I'm applying the polygel to the entire nail. I won't be curing it. I'm just setting it back on my nail stand, and then once I'm ready to apply them to my nails, that's when I will be curing. But you just want to make sure you use a good brush and take your slip solution and just mold that polygel to the entire nail tip. It is very easy to do, and I actually have a lot of videos on my channel doing this method. So you can also check those out if you want more information. But now I'm just taking the beautiful pink bloom polygel color, and that is going to be my second color for the ombre. And I just squeezed out a little bit of that at the cuticle area, and I'm just going to blend that down. The ombre is basically finished at this point. All you need to really do with that second color is blend it down and make sure you fill in any empty spaces, and it is finished. You will have your ombre. So I just repeated that with the second nail as well, remembering not to cure this color because this is what I will use to adhere them to my natural nails. After I am all finished molding the polygel to the full cover nail tips, I'm now going to be applying them to my natural nails. On my natural nails, I do have my peel off base coat. If you want your nails to last, you will want to go in with a good nail prep. But for me, since I am a content creator and do my nails consistently, I do apply peel off base coats. That way I am able to pop these nails off just for video purposes. So after I had that on, I'm now just popping the nails off of their nail stands and applying them to my natural nails. This is very easy to do, but you also want to make sure you do it very nicely and take your time. If you have any of that polygel squeeze out around your cuticle, gently take your brush and clean that up before curing. Also, look at the underside and make sure you don't have any of that polygel touching your skin, and clean that up as well. Just when doing this, take your time, gently press on the nail, and make sure you clean up any polygel that's squeezing out around your cuticle or underneath the nail. And then I personally like to do a quick little flash cure with my flashlight. And then once I have all of the nails on, that's when I'll go into my big lamp and do that full cure. I like to do a cure of 60 seconds on top and 60 seconds underneath, excluding my thumb from the forefingers. I do my forefingers, cure, and then my thumb and cure that. After they have all been cured on, I'm now taking my lint-free wipe, which has some isopropyl alcohol on it, and I'm removing the sticky layer from the tops and the undersides of these nails. It is very important to do that or you will become a sticky mess. I'm then just going to take my Makartt hand file. This is a 100/180 grit. And I'm just going to crisp up the shape of these nails a little bit. With this method, you barely don't have to do any filing. Filing is super quick to do with this method, but I do like to go in and just crisp up the shape a little bit. That is one reason why this method is called the lazy girl method, because you don't need to do much filing. I'm also taking my Stephanie e-file from Makartt and a cuticle ball bit, and I'm going around the cuticle area to clean up any further polygel that may have squeezed out. And I'm also sealing in the cuticle. I'm not sure if that's the proper term for that, but I am basically just sealing in the cuticle to make the nails look a bit more natural and not give off that press-on vibe. You could totally do this with a hand file, but it may just be a little bit harder and take a little bit longer. So that is one reason why I prefer using my e-file and a cuticle ball bit. After that, I'm just taking my buffing block and removing the shine from these nail tips. I'm not sure if you really need to do this, but personally I like to do it. It just makes me feel better, especially after seeing that buff surface turn into shiny once you apply the glossy top coat. But I like doing it because I feel like it will help my gel polish, my nail art, my top coat just last a lot longer on the nail tip because it does give that buffed surface instead of it being a shiny surface. After I am all finished buffing and filing, I will just take my dust brush and remove any of that extra dust, and just make sure you remove that thoroughly, and then you will be able to go in with your top coat. I'm just using my Makartt glossy top coat and applying this to all of the nails. This was so satisfying to do. I loved watching the top coat go on. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this play out, and you can enjoy me applying the top coat. And then once I have the top coat all applied, I will be curing for 30 to 60 seconds in my nail lamp. So now it is time to apply some decorations. I really didn't know what I wanted to apply just because I felt like this Disco Polygel was like the star of the nail set, and I didn't really want to add much to take away from that. So I just decided I would do some cuticle rhinestones on both of the ombre nails, and I really wanted to use these rhinestones because these were like so beautiful. When I pulled these out of the box, I was like, yes, I'm definitely using these in today's nail set. But when I applied my Makartt rhinestone glue and I placed that first rhinestone, I just was not loving it. The way it looked on the color of the nail, it just looked clear and didn't give off that iridescent look like how they looked in the container. So I personally decided I didn't want to use these, and I used the other colorful rhinestones that also were included in my box, and I used those instead. They matched the Disco Polygel perfectly, and I just put those around both cuticles just to give some cuticle gems. One thing I do want to say is some of the items in this box may vary, or the colors may vary. I'm not 100% sure what the mystery item is for this month's box. I'm not sure if it was the ocean or beachy themed palette, like rhinestone palette. I'm not sure if that was it, because I do know, looking back at the Your Nail Lab Instagram, I am seeing the color changing bigger charms, and I feel like those are the mystery item. But instead of me getting those, I got some nail sequins that were the beach ones. But looking back, there are color changing nail charms, and I think that is what may vary. Everything else I feel like will be the same. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but just know you will get the same number of items. It just may vary on color or depending what the mystery item is. Either way, this box is a very good box, and I totally recommend it. After I had on the cuticle rhinestones, I did go ahead and cure, and that was it. I'm now applying my cuticle oil to top off this nail set and nourish my cuticles. I just felt like I didn't really want to add anything more because I wanted the star of the show to be that unreleased Disco Polygel, just because I was loving it so much. So I did just keep it as is, a pretty simple basic nail set, but I absolutely love it so much, and wait until you see it with the flash and the sunlight. This nail set was just so beautiful. I really did enjoy this month's box, and I will have it linked in the description box if you do want to sign up and get this box. If you aren't signed up, I totally recommend signing up because you get a value of over $100 worth of products for $35, which is pretty amazing. Here is with the flash, pretty amazing. Like, look at this. Like, if you aren't signed up, sign up just to get this Polygel, because this Polygel is not on the website yet, and it is extremely, extremely beautiful. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you are still watching, leave a blue heart in the comment section so I know that you are still here. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.